T. Shirley from BTS On the Road. And I'm here at American Hearts Radio Studios. Strange enough, it's kind of cosmic here. It's kind of weird.
Oh! Whoa! Hello, Mr. Brian T. Shirley.
Mahatma.
Yes, it is I, Mahatma Square Lama. I have traveled across solar systems, through galaxies, into many dimensions. You are a legend in the cosmic world, Mr.
Wow.
Brian T. Shirley.
That's cool.
Yes, prepare for the awakening. You have been chosen because you give laughter and make people happy. Now, prepare to open the doors of your mind for $1.99.
I just happen to have $2 right here.
Here you go. Here is your penny. Thank you very much. Prepare to enlighten your mind. I apply the square upon your forehead. Now you will feel the doors of your mind opening. You will see. Yes, Brian T. Shirley, join hands with me as we travel through the galaxy.
It's happening. It's happening. The doors are open.
Let us prepare for the awakening. You too can open your mind for $1.99.
Yes. Yes.
Oh. Namaste.
Folks, be sure to get your $1.99 square and open your mind, okay? Anyway, I'd like to introduce a very special gentleman this evening that's going to be my guest on the show, and his name is Chico Lyttle. Chico, welcome to the show.
How's everybody doing?
I think they're all okay out there. I contacted, or let's say that we contacted each other probably about 4 weeks ago and had a very interesting conversation. At this point in time, I'm going to reach in my pocket and read a part of your business card, if you don't mind.
All right.
It says, Chico is a promoter and producer. He is a leader in promoting independent businesses with awesome entertainment. That's an interesting concept to me. So, Chico, tell me how you can promote a business with awesome entertainment.
Well, you know, you just don't find awesome entertainment everywhere. I mean, you have to look for it. And I have a lot of open mic shows that, you know, they show me if they're good or not. And that's what I use in the big shows that I promote all the small businesses with. And we've had everything from musical guests, magicians, and I'm very much looking forward to working with you. I would love to see your act.
Yeah.
But we do everything that's required in a promotional, you know.
So if I come to you and I've got a small insurance agency and I want to get myself known more out there, tell me how I, as a businessman, what do I have to do? What are you going to do for me, and what does it cost?
Well, usually we just receive funds for, you know, to pay for the show, you know, the comedians. Everybody wants to get paid. And it's a good feeling as a comedian to get paid.
Right.
And a lot of these comedians do shows for free. I mean, a lot of shows. I've done a lot of free shows myself. And just getting a little bit of something to say, hey, this is my livelihood right now. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to go for. And
so what's a typical charge for a small company to be a sponsor? I guess it would be one of your extravaganzas, one of your shows.
Well, I established a budget per show, and each budget, you know, it varies. You know, if we have an open mic, it's a very small budget, and we're still very effective promoters, even in a small budget, and we promote excessively, no matter how small you are, how big you are. We don't want to go corporate size. I mean, we're just all about the small business, the mom and pop shops.
Yeah. So would it consist of like local flyers?
Yes, flyers. It could be word of mouth. I mean, we have a lot of following in what we do. So
how about American Hearts Radio and TV Network?
I'm loving this concept right here. This is the first time I've actually had anything to do with you guys. I've heard about you before.
This is interesting. We're based in Atlanta, and my son lives in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm in Atlanta right now, but Chico heard about our network down in Texas.
And in California.
And in California.
And in California. So you guys, you know, you're putting the word out really strong, and I love that. And that's why I'm very interested in working with American Hearts Radio.
Well, that'll be
Show
fantastic.
what I do, Laugh on Live Entertainment.
Yeah. I know just last week we had about 487,000 hits on the internet, on the network. So, and we've got a lot of different varieties of TV shows, as you folks know, if you are one of our steady watchers. And, you know, I think what you do is a very interesting concept, because small businesses traditionally can't compete with the big guys in terms of turning out a visual, you know, television based advertising budget. But with our network, it's very possible, because, you know, ours is a very affordable way to go versus traditional television or even newspapers or radio. Even radio. I was going to say, we love what we do, and I'm very much loving what you guys are doing, and I'm very much looking forward to working with you guys even more. I actually met you guys through Brian T. Shirley, which I the bald-headed guy with the square on his head?
Yes,
I've seen him somewhere.
I'm very much looking forward to working with him in the near future as well. He answered one of my, it wasn't an ad, but I just put a post up on one of the local groups, you know, comedy groups, and he answered, and I was very appreciative of that. You know, somebody of his caliber, you know, reaching out to me. You know, it was my first time in the Georgia area. Right. This would be the 5th state that I've actually done Laugh on Live Entertainment in, which, you know, I could say I'm proud of, because you know, not too many people that do what I do get to do it in so many other places, so many venues, so many people to meet. I mean, it's great.
Well, the name of your company is Laugh on Live.
Laugh on Live Entertainment.
What's your website if people want to take a look at it?
We're setting up a website. We've been working on that. We've just barely started getting into the nitty gritty. So right now we're just, you know, we have a closed group and that type of thing on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. Okay. But as far as the website, we're going to get that set up ASAP. We got a lot of things in the works right now, including our first comedy show coming up.
Great. When and where is that going to be held?
We don't have a date set yet, but I started working with it's called Casa Grande. It's a Mexican restaurant.
Casa Grande.
Yes, I mean, I get bored in the daytime, so I need something to do. So I actually went and applied for a server job, and I got it. So I've been working the last 2 days.
How's their chicken soup? I love Mexican chicken soup. I die over it.
I don't have anything bad to say about their food at all. They got great food, and
I'll have to check it out.
Matter of fact, we just ate there today.
Oh, okay. It's really all right. Well, hey, that's the best compliment you can get, right?
But they actually told me, yeah, Chico, if you want to do some entertainment in here, we'd love to see some
fantastic,
comedy.
fantastic. So you know, geez, that opens up a whole bunch of doors for our network and what you're trying to do, and I'm sure they'd like to get some local advertising as well out of this event. Well, we can expand it from just flyers to video and basically doing a TV shot.
Well, they will definitely love that as well as me. My main objective right now is to promote the small businesses. Right. I mean, we've got so much to contend with anyway.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you bilingual?
I'm kinda, but my Spanish ain't too good. I mean, to be honest with you, everywhere I go, you know, I've worked with a lot of Mexican Americans, and you know, they hate that I can't speak Spanish. And Caucasians don't like me because I'm Mexican in some places. But,
well,
you know.
I got a story for you. I went to Marshall High School on the west side of Chicago as a kid, and one of my best friends was a guy named Pedro Rodriguez, and I met him in the Spanish class, and we hung out and had a great time. And, you know, I thought, oh, now it'll be easy to pass Spanish, right? Me and Pedro both failed. And he spoke the freaking language. Never figured it out. I guess he just wasn't paying attention. But we had a good time anyway. The reason I ask, you know, our network reaches so many people, and, you know, there's a lot of Latino folks out there and that don't really speak English that well, and maybe we could do some. I was just thinking if you were bilingual, that might be another avenue to explore, you know. Oh, wait, there's somebody off stage that is volunteering because apparently his lady friend Grace is bilingual.
She's my translator on
Fabulous. I just found our niche. Here we go.
Yeah, I have sisters that can't speak English.
No kidding.
And the only way we can communicate is the translator app that I have on my phone.
That's wild.
or my girl. See,
Okay.
She does a lot of translation for me. But when we FaceTime, especially, I mean,
Yeah.
I just make faces and gestures, and she translates everything I say. So, yeah.
Well, let me ask you something. Now we're in late August. We're getting into September. You know, before you know it, November, December will be here. Would it be kind of a thought to do something around the holidays as far as a big show goes?
Definitely. Like I said, I have theme shows.
Right.
So we try to stay with the holidays as well.
Yeah.
Valentine shows. Cinco de Mayo, I do.
Cinco de Mayo is a big deal.
Cinco de Mayo, it's Chico de Mayo.
Oh.
And most of the shows that I do, you know, sell out.
Right.
Or, you know, even if they're free shows, the capacity is full always.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking to just let the patrons interact
Mm-hmm.
with what we're doing, with the small businesses. It's a scratch everybody's back at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's what it's about. Networking is a great thing.
Networking.
You mentioned something that also is a unique concept. You do a show where you encourage people to heckle the comedians.
That's our
So, explain that a little bit. That's a test by fire, folks, when you're in the business.
Yes, that's our Heckle Hell show.
Heckle Hell Show. I like it.
Which is one of our themes that we do to find the better comedians. I mean, because you're going to find some that are going to choke.
I got a heckle story for you.
And, well, it also, I think it is, you know, it's a tool. I use it to find the better comedians that can withstand pressure.
Right.
Can take the heckling, because you're going to find heckling. Have
Yeah.
you not been heckled?
Oh, yeah, and I can tell you it was a unique night. I'll never forget it. I'm going to share that story with the audience here. I was doing a show, a benefit show for a senior living community. It was a nursing home in the suburbs of Chicago, probably 15 years ago. And the reason I was doing it is my best friend's mom was a resident there. And they took such good care of her. I was up there visiting, and my friend Hal Burke said, "Hey, how about doing a show for these folks? You know, giving my mom some good care." So I did it, and it was a Catholic-related facility. So a lot of the folks in the audience were nuns, and one of the nuns heckled me all night long. She's like, "I know how you did that." I'm like, what do you do when a nun is heckling you? That's like Jesus Christ, you know, condemning you, right?
Yep.
Anyway,
You're in the wrong business.
I'm in the wrong
apparently.
business, yeah. So anyway, that was a funny experience, but an unforgettable one for sure.
My first heckling experience was, it went reverse. I mean, they heckled me, and I got her so good that she just left mad.
Yeah.
And I invite you to heckle me if you want to. I wouldn't advise it, but I'll invite you to do it.
Yeah.
But the Heckle Hell show is, you know, like I said, it shows your strength as a comedian. Mm-hmm. You know, I wish I'd have done this 20 years ago, but I got a late start in comedy, and it's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Well, good. You got a mission. I got to ask you, have you had any folks that you've had at your comedy extravaganzas that have gone on to bigger and better things?
Yes, I have.
You want a name drop for us?
I can do one name drop. His name is Mike Jones. I did a show with him in Huntington, West Virginia at the Funny Bone.
Uh-huh.
I found him very, very funny, and he went on to Denver, set up shop there, and he's just doing phenomenal up there.
Great.
He's all over the radio. I think he's in a local commercial there too, as a matter of
Oh,
fact.
okay.
But he's doing very well for himself, and I've worked with a couple other comedians. I don't want to drop too many names because these guys, you know, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of hard work goes into this, and they don't want to, you know,
Yeah.
seem like they didn't accomplish what they set out to do.
Right. Well, accomplishment is, I think, the greatest gift.
Yes.
Years ago, I was traveling. I was down in Tampa, Florida. I can't remember. Maybe it was in the 80s. I went to a comedy club one evening down there, and an unknown comedian was on stage, and he was really good. Big, tall, black fella. You may have heard of him, Sinbad.
Yes.
Yeah, he went on to do movies and all kinds of good stuff. So, you know, he started out in just doing the comedy club circuit. And a lot of those guys, they get off of the comedy wagon and they get some television exposure, and if they're really lucky, they get a TV show, of their own to be part of. But anything is possible in the entertainment industry. I think you can be very talented, but you also have to be in the right place at the right time and have the right person or people looking at you.
That is the key
to
right
be
there.
discovered.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's all about karma too.
It's going and getting it, not giving up.
Yeah.
If you
Being persistent.
keep going and going and going, like I said, I've been doing this 13 years, and I'm not even close to where I want to be. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things I still want to do, and I'm gonna do them.
Well, you know, I don't know if I get the quote right, but I read it recently. It's better to try and fail than not to try at all.
Not to
It's
try
something
at all.
along those lines.
Exactly.
And you know, what gets me my high is being successful and doing shows. And I love to relate to the audience and do funny stuff. I love the magic part. You know, that's where my bread and butter is. But I think sometimes I enjoy getting people to laugh more than doing a magic trick.
What kind of magic is it you do? I'm really interested in seeing some of your
Really?
stuff.
Well,
yes.
I gave you my card, my video's on my website, but I'll just how about if we do a magic
I would love
trick
that.
like right now?
That would be awesome.
Now, I don't just do magic, folks. I do mentalism also.
Uh-oh.
So this is kind of a magic mentalism routine. Are you ready?
Okay.
And in fact, I'm going to teach you this so you can do it in your show.
Oh, wow.
How's this?
I need all the help I can get.
All right, here we go. Picture in your mind now. Now, by the way, you do know about cards. You've played cards,
Right.
So you can tell one from the other.
Yes.
Right? Okay, which is the other? That's a bad joke. Anyway, picture in your mind a deck of cards. All right. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to concentrate on any one card of your own free choice.
Okay.
Tell me when you got that going on.
Got it.
Now, here's the part where I connect with you, Chico. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Now, for the first time, for our audience's benefit, name the card out loud you're thinking of.
Ace of Spades.
It's amazing. It's the same one I was thinking of. You too can do that trick for $9.95. Call today, folks. We'll post our 800 number after the show.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but you know, it's all about laughter, right?
Yes,
I mean,
definitely.
I made you laugh. It was a surprise, and it was kind of corny, but it worked.
I've got a little bit of an audience tonight. I wonder if I could just take 2 seconds to say hi to my grandkids.
Of course.
Hi, Kellen. Hi, Ronan. Hello, all you that's watching me.
Where are they located?
They're located right there in Austell.
Oh, in Austell. Okay,
not
well,
too
be
far
sure
away.
to go home and show them that magic trick I
I
showed
sure
you.
will. Kellen would love that. He'll probably be playing it on his
How old is
tomorrow.
Cullen?
Kellen is 4 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Great kid.
Yeah,
Ronan, his little brother, he's just getting ready to start walking and
yeah.
getting ready to.
Well, I do shows. I always tell
Create
people
havoc.
if you're between 4 and 104, you'll enjoy my show.
Yes.
And I do a stage type magic and comedy show, but I also do close up table magic or strolling magic.
Oh.
Cards, coins, cups, and balls. That's how I learned my skill at a bar in Chicago many years ago. Now that's a tough crowd.
Yeah.
You know.
That's gonna
They're all
say.
armed and dangerous.
Yes.
And on Friday night, they all got their paychecks, and they're all half bagged. And I'm standing behind the bar trying to get their attention, and you know, it's one of those. Hey, pay attention. Watch this trick. I'll tell you about our cash register. You want to hear about our cash? I mean, this is Chicago, right?
All right.
Guy gives us a $5 bill for his drink, and he's in the middle of the bar, and directly behind the center of the bar is this old-fashioned cash register. So I go up to the guy, and I said, sir, the cash register won't open until you do this very special one thing. Would you help me with this? And the guy says, yeah. So I pull out a little gun, and I hand it to him. It shoots, but it shoots blanks. And I said, now, just point the gun at the cash register and pull the trigger. So he does that, bam, it goes off. 2 hands go up in the cash register, and the door flies open. Isn't that terrific?
Wow.
That's true, folks. We had a wonderful bar up there, and we did magic, and we did humor, and we had all kinds of gimmicks in the ladies' bathroom. I can't even begin to tell you how much fun that was. They would open the door, and they'd see a strange man in the corner, and they think immediately they're in the wrong bathroom. It's a mannequin standing there, you know. So then they scream a little bit, and they get used to it. Nah, go on in there, you know. We give him 5 minutes, and we used to control the mannequin from behind the bar so that he would turn around and look. Just like that.
Wow.
The screams that we used to hear in the middle of the night, my friends, was worth the trip, believe me. Anyway, back to you, Chico. Your name is Chico Lyttle. Does anybody ever call you Little Chico?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah?
Matter of fact,
So that's not an original for me.
That was my name on Facebook for a while. one of my pages that got shut down again because I forgot my password. But
Oh, really?
I was a nightmare. 3 pages,
Real.
4.
Wow.
Yeah, every time I forget my password, I have to go through this whole thing. Get a new phone, I got to go through the whole process again. Trying to download all my...
You see, the whole thing about passwords is you got to get something you're going to remember.
Well, what happened to the old days? I love the old days.
How about this one? You're an idiot. We all remember that one.
Yeah.
Isn't that a great password?
Exactly.
I think that's fabulous. Folks, you can use that if you want to. I'm going to hack into your system.
Well, I mean, today it's all about hashtags and all that. I mean, first time I heard hashtag, I was like, hashtag? I actually thought there was some hash being tagged somewhere.
No kidding.
Like in a drug bust or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know what they was talking about, hashtag.
Well, not too many years ago, I thought the fax machine was a wonderful invention. It was high technology. Now, you know, who's got a fax machine? Who's got a VCR? Me.
Well, I'm used to the pound sign, you know, tic-tac-toe, you know.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
When I see that, that's what I think about.
Now, you were in Texas up until recently.
A couple of years ago, I moved from Texas to California. I met her and moved from there.
And the rest is
The
history.
rest is history.
So, what did you like better, Texas, California, or now Georgia, or if you had a chance to compare it?
I've lived in Georgia before. I lived in Noonan, Georgia for 18 months. I actually had a job down here, and so I was familiar with Georgia. When she said, we want to move to Georgia, her mom just passed recently.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, what do you think about Georgia? I said, well, it's beautiful. I mean, I like the East Coast better than the
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Even though I'm from the West Coast.
Right.
But I like the green and all that. So
If you look at the state of Georgia on a map, we have everything California does except the high taxes. We've got the mountains, we've got the ocean, we've got beautiful interior
yes.
land.
Yes, definitely.
We have gold mines. Actually, in North Georgia, there's gold mines, and you know, California's got the gold mines up near Sacramento. And we just don't have the lunatics, and we don't have the high taxes. So that's a big plus. I mean, I should sell for the state of Georgia, don't you think, on this show? I should be their prime
I don't know
spokesman.
if Cops ever did a TV show here in
Yeah.
Cobb County.
Yeah.
I think they would find some interesting stuff. Cobb
think?
County is a little bit weird, I think.
You think? Why? Because of the cops?
I think the cops make it weird.
No kidding. Do you know what I used to do before I did this, Chico?
What's that?
I was a cop in Chicago.
Well, that was a rough trade, right?
Yeah,
there.
it was. In fact, you look familiar.
Yeah, well, you know, I got away a couple times. But...
Have you ever been in a lineup with 4 other guys?
Nah, no. 3, but not 4.
That's true, folks. I was a cop in Chicago before it got way out of whack. It was rough back then, but it's crazy time
Yeah,
now.
it's crazy time now.
You know, everybody, and I should not do this.
So you quit and got into comedy.
I did. Well, you know what? I've been shot at numerous times on the job, and nobody has taken a shot at me in 35 years doing comedy.
Oh, they take shots at me all the time.
So, I guess to get back to that old feeling of insecurity, I may go to one of your heckle nights.
Oh man, you would love that. You would really love that. You would have.
I'd like to do it.
Great time. As a matter of fact, we're going to keep you posted on when we're going to have the show. It's going to be very, very soon because my boss just okayed it yesterday.
Oh, wonderful. You got a headliner yet?
I don't have a headliner. What we do is we do find headliners for some of these, but the Heckle Hell is mostly just
Yeah.
new comedians come up
Right,
and
I
coming,
gotcha.
so I let them get on stage and
Yeah.
and the thing about my shows is there's prizes at every show given away.
No kidding.
Thanks to the small business community. I go there, I say, hey, you want to get promoted? We'll set up a table.
Oh, that's a great idea.
We put their logos in glossies with a card holder.
Yeah.
And they love it. They're just like, oh my God, I just got to give a $20, $30
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
But some of them try to give me physical gifts. I'm like, no, give me gift certificates. I want these people in your place of business.
Right.
So, chances are they might shop or bring somebody else that will shop.
That's a good idea. It's a unique concept. I wish you luck with it. I'm sure that it's going to grow here as it did. You were telling me very high name recognition when you lived in Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Right?
We had some pretty good names coming through. Kevin Pollak.
Heard of Kevin Pollak?
He was through there. He kind of got laughed at, but I went to a show with Andy Dick, the one in Huntington, West Virginia, at the Funny Bone. Mm-hmm. He went to jail that night.
He did.
Yeah.
They arrested him.
He was a naughty boy. He was a little bit grabby, touchy. And...
Oh yeah. Well, he's. I'm not going to say nothing.
Nah, you can't say too much. It was still a fun night. It was
But they
really
can't
fun.
read my mind, folks. What am I thinking?
It was still a fun night, regardless.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be doing shows throughout Atlanta, hopefully even further on.
Well, I hope that our network can in some way or former fashion, be a part of what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because I think we have got the abilities and everything else that you can see surrounding you to jumpstart your concept.
I'm still trying to get used to my clothing. I just went out and got an outfit. This is my first extra large shirt. I was like, really?
Means you're getting old and fat, Chico.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect it so soon.
I hated to break the news to you, but you know,
I didn't know they made.
It is what it is.
I didn't know they made stretchy pants.
He's wearing spandex jeans, folks. You don't want to see this. Trust me. You don't want him to stand up.
They look like jeans, but they give when you know when it's needed.
At interesting moments in your time.
Well, see, I'm a great cook too. On top of everything, I even cater my own shows if they don't have food.
That's good.
So it's not good for my waistline, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, folks, I think our time is about out tonight. I've really enjoyed this conversation with Chico Lyttle. I hope you'll consider, Facebook friending him until he gets his website established. And I hope you folks will also take some interest in the Brian T. Shirley On the Road show, BTS On the Road on YouTube. And, of course, my magic shows. You can always contact me here at American Arts Radio and TV Network. Chico, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Yes,
it's been a pleasure, my
I
friend.
had fun. I had
Good
fun.
luck to you. 30 minutes went like that, right?
Too fast. Too
All
fast.
right. We'll see you again next month, folks. Don't forget, the Web TV, Godfather of Web TV, right here.
Have
See
a
you
great night,
next time.
folks.